Hello and welcome to Get Creative in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful, delicious chicken tikka masala. It's a very popular dish available in most Indian restaurants, and I'm going to show you how to make an easy version at home. So let's get started. We're going to start by marinating our chicken in yogurt and our spices. We're going to add some milk to our raw cashews and let it soak for about half an hour before we grind it into a nice smooth paste. We're going to let that cook in a preheated oven for about 20 minutes. Our chicken is now done, so it's time to move on and make our curry paste or masala. Going to add your oil. Dry spices. Give that a little stir for a few minutes till it releases all its aroma. It's time for the diced onions to go in. We're now going to fry these onions till they're nice and golden brown. My onions have been cooking for about 10 minutes, and as you can see, they've turned a nice, lovely, light golden brown. They smell absolutely delicious with all those whole spices that were in there. So now it's time for my tomatoes to go in, so the diced tomatoes go in. And we're going to cook these tomatoes till it turns into a nice paste. So I'm going to let these tomatoes cook down for about 10 minutes before I add my other spices to it. So my tomatoes have been cooking for about 10 minutes and they've softened up a bit. So it's time now for me to add my spices. So I'm going to add the ginger and garlic paste. Just cook your ginger and garlic for about 2 minutes. It's time for the spices to go in, so we're adding the garam masala. We've got our cumin, coriander, and turmeric. I'm going to add my salt at this stage and let this all cook into a nice curry paste. I can smell the aromas already. So I'm going to let this cook for another 10 minutes. So my curry paste is coming along quite nicely. I haven't had to add any water because I've had my stove on a medium. If you do need to add water, if things are getting caught down the bottom, add a little bit of water. But it's coming along nicely. It's a nice smooth consistency. as you can see. So I'm going to now add my tomato puree. So the tomato puree is going to give it a nice rich flavor and also change the color. Look at that. It's looking lovely and smelling absolutely delicious. Smells really yum. So we've got a nice rich paste, a nice rich curry paste with those onions and tomatoes and spices. I'm going to let this cook down quite a bit till the oil comes up to the top, which might take another 10 to 15 minutes. Just make sure you keep stirring it all the time so you don't get anything caught down the bottom, or if it dries up too much, just add a bit of water. But I'm just going to keep stirring this and cooking this down for probably maybe about 10 minutes. Alright, you can see that my sauce has now reduced quite a bit. So my tomatoes are well and truly cooked, my tomatoes and onions are well and truly cooked. So at this stage, I'm going to add my cashew paste. Now, if you are allergic to nuts, please feel free to leave this bit out, and you can either add doubled cream instead, but this gives it a nice rich flavor and adds another depth of flavor to the dish. I'm just going to add a little bit of water. A bit more water. Just looking for a nice smooth gravy consistency. So I've used about 1 cup of water to get my sauce to this nice smooth consistency. So just play around with the water a little bit and see, add it in stages to get to this nice creamy consistency. That's what you're looking for. It's time now for my meat to go in. And that's looking beautiful. I like the color of it, the texture, and it smells absolutely lovely. So my meat is actually cooked, my chicken is cooked. If your chicken is slightly undercooked, you're going to now put the lid on and cook that for a little bit more. But all you're going to do now is just cook this till your chicken is cooked. My chicken is cooked, so I'm on to the next stage. So I'm going to add some diced onion. And some diced capsicum. And I'm adding this to add a bit of crunch and extra flavor to the dish. So I'm not going to cook the onion and capsicum for too long. It's just going to cook till it just softens a little bit, but I still want it to be crunchy. So maybe about 5 minutes. If you do need to add a little bit of water to, get your gravy, get a nice smoother gravy, feel free to do so. I'm just going to put the lid on to soften those onions and capsicum. So I've had the lid on just to soften my onions and capsicum. My gravy is dried up a bit, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. that's the consistency I'm looking for in my sauce or gravy. This is basically done. Now this is optional. I'm just adding a little bit of more yogurt to this. And I'm going to garnish it with some coriander. And that's it, your chicken tikka masala is ready. Chicken tikka masala. Enjoy.